Wolf Yularen was assigned Admiral to Anakin Skywalker's fleet, effectively aiding his Jedi comrade from space during battles. So after leading one of the spearheads of the Republic and fighting alongside the Jedi during the Clone Wars, why did Yularen decide to join the Empire afterwards? Well, his decision to stay in the Empire mainly stemmed from his loyalty to Palpatine, the man who he believed was the one who would end corruption within the Republic. Corruption that he believed was destroying the Republic from the inside out, and that would ultimately lead to its downfall. Actually, Yularen's desire to end corruption within the Republic was what motivated him to get involved with the galactic government as a young man, leaving his position as a naval captain in planetary security forces and eventually joining an anti-corruption unit within the office of the Supreme Chancellor. During his time there, he met and befriended Palpatine, viewing the new Chancellor as someone who would finally do something about the corrupt establishment. Yularen became a huge supporter of Palpatine and his policies, which seemed to combat the problem. But Yularen and his team's efforts soon came to an end, as the Senate quickly diminished the funds to his anti-corruption unit, viewing it as a threat to their power, and arguing that it was an overextension of the Chancellor's office. With all his work and progress gone, the frustrated Yularen soon retired and left the chaos the Republic was in. However, Palpatine wasn't going to let such a loyal and talented man walk away. Once the Clone Wars erupted, Palpatine contacted Yularen and offered to promote him to an admiral within the Republic Navy. Overwhelmed by such a prestigious position, Yularen accepted the offer and returned back into the action. Despite being one of the youngest people to hold the rank of admiral, Yularen quickly became an extremely effective leader, building off of his earlier experience as a naval captain. And then he was assigned the Jedi in his command, a Jedi who would frustrate him like nothing before, the reckless Anakin Skywalker, who would always disobey his orders and pretty much put him and his crew in unnecessary danger. Actually, Anakin's apprentice Ahsoka Tano almost got Yularen killed by disobeying his orders, so he definitely didn't hold a favorable view on her after that incident. And although Yularen respected Anakin as a courageous warrior who wasn't afraid to lead his men into battle, he didn't like his presence on the command bridge, and this wasn't an uncommon sentiment among other non-clone admirals and commanders. Although the Jedi themselves were excellent warriors, they were very inexperienced when it came to leading armies and fleets. This caused them at times to butt heads with some of the more experienced and by-the-book admirals and generals, who had been studying military strategies their entire lives. To have some monks come into their line of expertise and tell them how to do things differently, you can see why many of them wished to get the Jedi out of the military and back into their old ways of not interfering peacekeepers, and Yularen was no different. So when the Jedi were marked as traitors of the Republic and were eliminated, Yularen placed his loyalty in the Chancellor, as he had no reason not to trust him. He had no idea of Palpatine's plot to take over the Republic, or that he was an evil Sith Lord. From his point of view, Palpatine was a guy who had always had his back and shared his same vision on ending corruption. So of course Yularen would side with him over the Jedi, whom he barely knew outside of the workplace. Once the Empire was formed, Yularen resigned as Admiral and decided to join the Imperial Security Bureau, also known as the ISB. This organization acted like the secret police, whose goal was to root out traitors and spies within the Empire, as well as to crack down on other illegal activities within Imperial borders. One of Yularen's first assignments was to investigate and identify possible traitors within the Imperial Senate, forcing the senators to go through tedious interrogations and to be spied on. An assignment he probably enjoyed, viewing it as payback for what they did to him and his team many years earlier. Over time, Yularen rose through the ranks of the ISB and became a colonel. As colonel, he was given power over other ISB agents, like Agent Kallus from Rebels. His last assignment was to root out possible spies on the first Death Star. He was a part of the Death Star conference room, the same meeting where he witnessed Darth Vader force choke Mati. Though it is unknown if he knew that Vader used to be the Jedi Knight Anakin Skywalker that he served with. Yularen later died on the Death Star that was destroyed during the Battle of Yavin. Thanks for watching this video. Be sure to subscribe for more videos like this one. And as always, may the Force be with you.